you know. And I'm here. I found the most quietest street I could find here, and I'm in Slovenia. Trying to. Today is actually a national holiday. I think it's a statehood day here in Slovenia, and I just wanted to give you a little update. There are people here celebrating, drinking, having barbecue where I am. So I couldn't sleep. It's wow. It's almost. It's almost. It's 8 o'clock past. 20 minutes past 8 in the afternoon, evening, I guess. And it's day to day. I couldn't. I tried to get some sleep today. And even though it was not a working day, I I had some time. I had a very busy day. This morning I'm looking for a new place to live. Uh, and I found a place very close to my work. It's like 5 minutes away, car drive. Where I work and where I live, it's 30, 30 kilometers away. So yeah, I need like 30 or 40 minutes, depends on the traffic, to get to my work every morning, and 30 kilometers on my way back. The gas prices are higher and higher by the day, and I had my water pump broke. Fortunately, I fixed it. There seems to be no more losing of level fluids, but I'm still checking every day. Actually, today I haven't checked, but yeah. Anyways, I was trying to find a new place to live, something closer. And where I work, it's a countryside. It's a nice little countryside town, and actually, I think it's charming, except it's far away from civilization. It's up in the mountain, if you can call this a mountain. It's not very tall, but it's woods. And I found a place. It's nothing fancy, believe me. And the owner was so shady, and he offered me a contract, like which I need to sign the paper to move in. And fortunately, I have a friend here who's a lawyer in this city. Oh, remember I told you I have a different channel on my YouTube channel, and a fan of the channel who's a lawyer. He lives in this city in Slovenia. City name is Maribor, by the way. It's a charming little place. He took a look at my contract, and he said it's no good. And we did some alterations, and I presented it to the owner. We went item by item, and he agreed he will take care of everything, fix. There were things like I need to pay for the deratizations. I need to pay for chimney sweeper, even though there's no chimney in my place. There's no heating on the woods, and all sorts of things like that. And cancellation deadline is like 3 months, which is no go for me, especially if I don't know if I'm gonna work for next 3 months there. So lots of shady things going on, and the guy's really shady. So the guy, the lawyer, my fan of the channel, the other channel, he made a contract for me, and this morning I presented it to him so he can sign it. And of course, he did not sign it straight away because the property is on his son, and his son needs to check it and sign, and all sorts of mess. But I'm positive he will sign it, and I will move. Probably, if not tomorrow, today's Saturday, not tomorrow, then I will move on the next week. Fingers crossed, keeping guys fingers crossed. the place is nothing fancy, but it's very close to work, and I will save some money on the gas and on the time, and I will save a car. Speaking of cars, uh, well, by making these plans, all of these plans, uh, things have improved a little bit at work. I learned, I learned to do this stuff by myself. No one helped me actually. I figure out the scripts, the blueprints, and now confidently I make. It's a factory that makes houses, and there's one part that makes walls, which are not working. There's one part that makes roof elements, and there's one part that makes floors and ceilings. Well, it's the floor on one side and ceiling on the bottom. So I'm working on creating ceilings and stuff. So I learned to do the things, uh, and it's actually fun when you know how to do it and how to read the blueprint. It's no longer a nightmare, and the people I work with have changed a little bit. The nasty bosses and people who were nasty, they, I work different shifts than them, and so yeah, and I'm not a pushover. I do not let people push me over, but it's really when you have that crazy atmosphere, it does no favors to no one, and it's really it's not ideal place. But now it's actually I'm confident. I take the blueprints. I take the there's a escalator. There's a thing, the crane, and you have a little remote control, and you pick up the materials you need. And I take the blueprints. I pick up with the crane the material I need, and I pull it up to the table I'm working on, and I can build shit. I can build shit on my own. And of course, there's sometimes I'm all alone, and sometimes there's two of us. And when you have someone who helps you, it goes faster, so it makes sense. But sometimes I'm on my own, and it's actually fun and cool. I never thought I will be able to do this. I never built things in my life. I did all sorts of odds jobs and here and there, but I never built stuff. And it's actually cool when you make something, and when you make something that people are gonna live in. It's fun. It's not a really manual labor. You have the staple. You have the guns. You shoot nails. You drill. Uh, you just have to know the blueprint, and you're good to go. And sometimes it gets a little boring, but yeah, I think it's very cool. I build stuff, and it kind of feels good because most of my life I've been working and doing some trading, wheeling, dealing, teaching, office jobs and stuff like that. So this is kind of cool, manly man thing to do, and I'm actually, I'm actually very enjoying it very much. So, speaking of that, things have improved a little bit, and I know all of you have been saying to me, things will get better. It's always tough, and it's really hard and tough in the first couple of months, and it was. And things have improved a little bit, but this is a company, this is a dead end job. There's no way you can progress. I spoke to some people who are working here for 5 years, and they haven't got any salary increase and whatnot. So the plan is to stick around for a year here. That's how long my visa is tied to this company, and later on to try to find something nicer, better. Maybe start my own business later on down the road. But now my number one priority is to move. I haven't really showed you the place I'm living, and to do this video, I actually went outside because I don't know, it's embarrassing. Maybe one day I took a photo of it, And maybe one day I will show you a photo where I was staying at. It's like prison. You have a bed and a little night table there. You have two electrical outlets. You have a broken down closet, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I have no fridge, no kitchen, nothing. And don't even mention, I don't even want to tell you where I shower. And there are 200 guys living in that building. Oh, this is a nice spot here. Very nice. I like it. This is a nice street. There's a little woods actually down there. This is suburbs because I don't live in the city. The rent is way too high, and this is suburbs, but it's actually peaceful. I don't mind suburbs. I like living in the city, but I like peace and quiet also. And yeah, my number one priority is to get this deal happen with the apartment. I went back and forth with this guy for entire week, and right now I presented him with the contract that the lawyer came up with for me. He did it pro bono, charge free for me, because he's a fan of the channel. And if he signs, he signs. If he doesn't sign, it's not the end of the world. Also, I need to buy a car because I came here without a car. Then I find out I really need a car, and but I feel terrible because I left my wife and little baby at home without no car, and they need to have a car for emergencies, for convenience, for everything, for just going to the grocery. And it's hard. It's hard when you have a little baby, and you just need a car. And I've been thinking, when I find this place, if I move, I need to purchase some sort of vehicle. Nothing fancy, something for like $500 up until 1,000, just to get me by from work to the place I sleep. And occasionally it needs to be able to stand on the border crossings. For sometimes I stand there for a couple hours, sometimes for 5 hours. So I just need it to be fixed in proper condition so it doesn't overheat on the border crossing. And yeah, I seek nothing fancy, maybe some Fiat. I see this in this country. French cars are really popular. And by the way, if you don't know, French cars are shit. And they have a bunch of electrical problems. And but that's exactly what I'm looking for. Something cheap and nasty and decent at the same time, that can take me back to work and from, so I can oh, there's some dogs in there guarding the place, so I can go to work and back. So yeah, and this is a nice C200. This is actually just like mine car, except mine has a bit bigger engine. This is a C200, but yeah. So this was the update, and yeah, just wanted to give you a little life update. Things are bit better, bit improving. Still nothing fancy, still nothing. Yeah, but if I pull this deal through with the flat and I move, I think it will get really, life is gonna get better, and I'm gonna be able to bring my laptop here and to create some more videos, create some more content. I cannot really bring my equipment here, my YouTube stuff, because it's a really nasty and shady area, and there's a bunch of people from everywhere. There's some people from Afghanistan, and not to discriminate against anyone, but uh, all sorts of the most. There are lots of people from my country as well, Bosnians, but let's just say it's shady, and I'm not really confident of leaving anything of value in my room except dirty laundry and stuff like that. So, and I have just one watch. Today I brought my Citizen Pro Master. I retired the Seiko SKX. I put it on the leather band because pozdrav Jovice, kako si? I put it on a rubber band because the sweat and the heat and the dirt is no really place for a NATO band. It gets smelly and nasty pretty fast. So yeah, so let me just show you the nature side a little bit. So not everything is ugly. This is really nice. There's a woods down there, and yeah, and this is pretty much 10 minutes from the city center, so it's actually nice little area. It's peaceful, uh, very cool actually. So yeah, uh, one day I will go to the city center and show you a bit around the city more. It's actually quite charming place, and it definitely deserves attention, and it's actually worth seeing. So I want to show you that not everything is ugly and bad in Slovenia, and I was thinking about something like this. This is a Passat, and something a bit older, just. Uh, so yeah, uh, that's it, guys. Just wanted to give you a little update. Again, I'm sorry, unannounced live show, but do not treat this like a live show. This is just like a regular upload until I get my gear and stuff like that. But I just want to thank you all for your support, for the messages, and for everything. You know who you are out there. I want to say special thanks to Neo and lots of you other guys who send messages of support, emails, and encouragement. So I don't want to name all the names. I'm gonna forget someone, but it means a lot to me. And if it wasn't for you and your support and some other dear people and some people here who are also fan of the channel, not this one, are I would go back home, and I stick true, and I think I pulled through the worst right now, and I think, at least I think, I've been through the worst, the initial kick and shock and everything, and I'm here to stay for at least the next week. So you never know, you just go day by day, hour after hour, and here's a nice doggo. Hey doggy, wanna be on YouTube? Hey, beautiful. Such a cool dog. And yeah, just day by day I want to go, and that's how you push through. I don't know what's gonna happen with this plan, my big plan. I plan to relocate, to move to this country. Right now I'm not liking it, and I like my country much more. So there's no place like home, and I know home is where you make it, but right now for me There's no place like home, and you don't even appreciate the everyday little things you get at home until you go away somewhere, move it away, and see how hard it is. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for the support. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.